Hi, welcome to VariYoga with Andrea Forney and Brian Fowler.
Thank you for joining us for the practice. Take a moment and set yourself up if you've got a mat. Put it down on the floor. And today we're going to be using some props.
Yes, great.
We're going to be using a little mini bolster.
I love these little mini bolsters.
And we'll be using a strap.
Okay, so what are we going to start with?
We're going to start with a wake up for our body. We're going to take the bolster, the little mini bolster, and put it in front. You can do this with a rolled up blanket.
Yeah.
Take your legs out in front of you.
And we can sit on a blanket too if you want, because it's to pad yourself on the floor, right?
Some people have a difficult time sitting in easy cross-leg. This is a nice modification. And you can make the roll as high as is right for you.
I could even turn it up a little bit.
You could.
Yeah. And that's the thing, if your blanket you could fold up several.
Right, you could roll it deeper.
Good. Okay.
So our first sequence is from staff pose, and staff in Sanskrit is danda. So this is dandasana.
Danda.
Sit like this. We're going to, and if any point in time you need to stretch or change something, you're welcome to do that. Let's do just a brief opening, waking our neck up.
Oh, good idea.
So as you inhale, I want you to lift your chin just a little bit, and exhale, lower your chin down. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Just get the breath moving.
You know, the great thing about VariYoga, it helps to relieve back pain. It also can help you, might even cure insomnia. What are some of the great things about
That's
it?
right. Lift, inhale, and exhale, lower. It gets your joints moving. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn your head to your right. We're mirror imaging. Turning to our left, you to your right. Inhale, back to center, and exhale to your left. Good. Inhale, back to center, and to your right again.
Great. And I mean, even it works your toes and your feet and gets the joints down there going too, huh?
That's right. And one more time. Good. And last time to your left. Good. And back to center. Now roll your shoulders a few times. Just roll them around.
Oh, this is nice. You know, I catch myself doing this, and I hope you find time for yourself just throughout your day. Take this from the video and take it into your day.
That's right. Let it affect your life away from the mat as well as on the mat.
Okay.
All right. Let's begin our flow of movement.
Okay.
Inhale, take your arms up. Keep lifted up, and exhale as you fold. Reach towards your shins, your ankles, or your toes.
Oh, I'm going for my shins.
All right. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor behind you. Turn your hands around, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lift your heart, hips stay down. Then exhale to neutral. Good. Inhale, lift your arms up again. And exhale, fold.
Oh, I'm getting a little warmer.
Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands around behind. Just a little movement of the spine.
A little forward bend.
Yeah, exhale,
back
neutral.
bend.
Good. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, fold.
It's a nice way to warm up.
That's right. Inhale, lift. And one more time, take your hands down and back and lift your heart. This sequence moves the spine in 6 directions, back to neutral. And take your left hand over to your left, which is their left hand. Left hand.
Side?
Right, take it to your side. Inhale, lift one of your hands, lift up, inhale, exhale over a little.
Now I notice when we do this, to keep the weight in the leg, you're
Opposite from the arm that you're reaching
Yes.
over. Good. Inhale up, both hands. Exhale, stretch over. Now this is to their left. All right. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch to your right, our left. Inhale up. Exhale to your left.
just side to side.
Now we spoke a moment ago, 6 directions of spinal movement. This sequence gets all 6. Forward, back, side to side, twist and twist. And up. And one more time, to your left. And now let's do the twist. Come back up. Twist to your right, left hand to the right leg, right hand behind.
Great. I like this.
Inhale, lift up.
I hope you're
Exhale.
feeling the benefits right now,
Twist
just as you
left.
begin in your practice with us.
Inhale, lift up.
And if you find yourself just going a little slower, a little faster, the beauty of this is you can speed it up. You learn the movements, and then you take it and synchronize it with your pace. We all operate at a little different pace. Some
That's
breathe
right.
a little faster, slower.
And honoring those differences is at the core of VariYoga.
Definitely.
Let the practice vary for what you need.
Great.
Up, And just bring your hands down. And now we're going to change. We're going to bend the knees. Let's move the bolster to the side.
Move the blanket or your bolster, that's right.
Now, we're going to be mirror image. So I want you to, at home, to lean to your left and bring your feet over to your right. Good. Lift up your heart. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand to the floor behind. Lift up and twist to your left.
Ooh, that's a nice twist.
This is sometimes called the mermaid twist. And my back pops a lot on this. This is so good for the mobility of the spine.
Yeah.
You know, yoga is preventative medicine. It really blesses our body.
Yeah, more and more people are discovering the benefits of it.
Now come back around, take your left hand either to your left knee or your right knee and your right hand behind. Now you're turning toward your feet, so be mindful not to press too hard, especially if anything gets in a bind. Just breathe.
Oh, I just felt a little release in my spine. That's great.
Good.
Hope
Come
you-
back around. Now lean out to the left just a little bit, not too far. And your left hand is the pillar. It's the connection to ground.
Go
Now
to your
right
side.
hand,
Yep.
right hand comes around. Walk your right hand toward the left. Now your right hip is up off the floor. Extend it down a little as you reach out with your right hand.
A
toward
good
the left.
long extension down that side body. And breathe into it.
Good. Now let's make it a flow. As you inhale, sweep your right hand out and up. Exhale, thread the hand through. If you're practicing on carpet, keep your hand away from the floor to avoid the connection of rings or fingernails with the floor. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, sweep it wide and up. And exhale, bring it around and through. Inhale, wide and up. And thread it through. Now sweep your right hand up and over. We're going to change our feet. Walk
Good.
your
Go
feet
the other side.
over to
The
your
other side.
left.
Yeah.
Yes, the other side.
So
And
it
twist.
doesn't matter if you started opposite of us, great. If you followed us, just do. Yoga is about balance. You just always do the other side. Yeah, nice twist.
Sometimes we move through our poses with each breath, and sometimes we linger. We're lingering in this one for just a couple of breaths. So learn these sequences. Play this over and over. Learn them and then modify for you. Now we come back around to center. Your right hand either to your right knee or left knee and left hand behind. Remember to honor your body in the twist.
This little sequence here is really good to start warming up the spine and the muscles around the spine. And this is what we said, VariYoga can help relieve back tension and back soreness. Here's one of those sequences.
That's right. Good. Now we come back around, and at home you
Over
take
the
your right
side.
hand out to the right. Now the left hand comes around, walk your left hand toward your right. Now the hip that's on the top, extend it down as you walk the hand over, and you feel this nice stretch across the back. And breathe.
It's amazing how you can use your breath to expand, just to stretch the muscles. Create space between your rib cage and your ribs.
And now we make it a flow. As you inhale, take your left hand out and up. And exhale, thread it through. Good. Inhale, sweep it wide and up. Exhale, thread it through. If any of these poses feel really good, just hold them. You don't have to keep flowing with it. You can pause in the stretch. Thread it through. And one more time, take it wide and up. Good, and then thread it through. And then bring your hand back up and over and take your legs out in front of you again.
Great.
And now,
Now we did that. Those are the twists for the spine, and the side works for the back. We released our neck. Now we're going to do our legs. So join us. Get yourself ready, and you need a strap for this. So, and if you are on a hard floor, let's take our blankets, and you can open your blanket up too, or just do it on a carpeted floor so we pad your back. Yeah. Then your strap. So what we'll do here is we'll lie down on your backs and we're going to do the same side as you. So you start with your right leg, undo your strap, place the strap around the ball of your foot, and extend your leg straight up in the air. You want the strap right behind your toes. Holding the strap, one in each hand, you can leave the strap dangle or wrap it around your wrists or your hands like Brian's doing. And then just gently pull the right leg towards you. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. And you don't really even need to look at us. You can just listen to my voice. Your head is relaxed down to the floor. Your left leg is bent, or you can intensify your stretch by straightening your leg to the floor. You decide, modify do what is best for you. Good. Finish that last nice deep inhalation and exhalation, and put the strap in your right hand. Beautiful. And then before you you're going to take your right leg over to the side, but extend your left arm out first. You can keep your left leg straight on the floor or the knee bent. Slowly descend it, and you let the elbow come to the floor. You'll start to feel a nice deep stretch in your inner thigh. Bend the right knee just a little so you don't overextend the tendons of the knee, the ligaments too. They don't like to be overstretched. Keep breathing.
You know, every practice we can increase our awareness, what we feel in our body and how we think about it. And when we increase our awareness, we increase the healthy habits that we have in our lives. We make better choices.
Inhale, bring your right leg up. And here comes one of the best twists for your lower body. You take the strap into your left hand and then straighten your left leg, if it's not, all the way to the floor, and take your right leg across your body. Let the little toe of your left foot release to the floor and stretch back through your right arm. So you're twisting in your upper body, shoulders to the floor, and you're twisting the opposite way in your lower part.
And you may need to shift your hips just a little bit.
Good adjustment, Brian, good. So again, it's not stagnant. You're not just holding it. You want to move and find what works for you. Just keep breathing. That's the one key thing, is not to hold your breath. Good. It's one of my favorite poses. Really stretches out the legs and gets the hips worked out, plus a nice twist for the lower abdomen. On your next inhale, bring your right leg back up. Put the strap back into your right hand and bend your left knee. So we're going to bend the right knee and bring it down towards the floor, towards your right armpit, keeping your shin perpendicular. Do this several times here. It just helps release your hips. So exhale, bring the knee down. Notice to keep your sole of your foot pointing straight up, and straighten. And again.
Another great benefit from yoga is de-stress. Releases the tension of the day.
Yes. And then what you do is keep the knee bent, slip the strap off your foot, and bring that ankle to the front of your opposite thigh. This is called thread the needle. Last pose was a half happy baby. Let's take the foot off the floor, and your hands are the thread. Reach through, either grab the back of your thigh or the front of your shin, or like Brian's modifying, with a strap. And then gently pull your knee in. Want to make sure your head is still on the floor. Back of the neck is long. And this is a great stretch for deep in the hip. Breathe.
Remember, VariYoga varies for the individual. If one method doesn't work, there is a way that will work for you.
It's great. I love it. Now let's still hold on to your strap or your knee or your back of your thigh, and then straighten that right leg up in the air, just straight up, and then lower it to the floor slowly. Good. Hold the heel down, then draw your other knee into your chest. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, press that air out and round your heads up. See if you can bring your forehead to your knee. Beautiful. And release. Oh, I love that stretch. Bend both knees, and we're going to do the other side. So we take the strap. Time to do the other foot. Go around, remember the ball of the foot right behind the toes, and then take your legs straight up in the air. You separate the strap, and your arms are just in midair, so you're not taking them flat to the floor. They're just hanging there. Relax your shoulders, and just start to deepen the stretch in your left leg, pulling it gently towards you. Relax the knee so you're not hyperextending your knee. And again, you can straighten the other leg to the floor if you prefer to do that and increase the stretch. Even as you do it and think, oh, that's too much, then just keep your knee bent. Keep breathing. I think everybody should learn this routine and do it at least once or twice a week. Stretch out their legs. They would start to feel a difference in their backs. And then let's put the strap in our left hand. We're going to take the leg out to the side. So the same hand holds the strap, and you take that leg over to the side and reach your opposite arm out so you can anchor into both sides of your body.
Now, you said something very true about how it affects your back. Even these poses that we're doing now that seem to be working our hips are affecting the health of our back.
Yeah, because the legs, I've learned this a long time, legs are govern the back. If your legs are tight, you're going to feel tightness in your low back.
Tight hamstrings affect the back.
Yes. Okay, so let's inhale, bring the leg up. Transfer your strap to your opposite hand, and then we're going to go across. We're going to do the, here comes that twist.
And if you need to adjust your hips.
Adjust, move. Oh. Hopefully you haven't had a big meal before your practice.
That's important to lift the hip of the leg you've crossed over. So it's not, you're not trying to keep it on the floor. You're lifting
No.
it.
Yeah, it's in fact
torso.
you're stacking your hips one on top of the other. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
And stay here and breathe. When you exhale, draw your navel to your spine. And inhale, let it relax. Sometimes doing these deep twists, you might feel you a little hungry after your practice. And then on your next inhale, bring your leg up. Here we come to the half happy baby pose. On this side, we bend the the opposite knee, and bend the other knee comes down towards your armpit. So just like we did on the other side. Straighten your leg. Exhale, bring it down. And straightens a nice release for the hip flexors. And again. So many people have asked for this sequence. And we thought, well, let's do it.
Let's put it all
full in there. So take your foot and strap off and bring the ankle to the front of the thigh. Use the strap if you wish for on this side to help, reach around as a thread around, or use your hands. Let your head come back to the floor and pull in. There we go. Just hold the stretch. Stay with it. Breathe into it. Couple more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. As you exhale, see if you can pull your knee a little closer to your chest. Good. Now still hold that knee in and let the other leg go straight up to the ceiling. Then hug your knee into your chest and lower your leg to the floor all the way down. Stay here, pause, take a deep breath. And then exhale, push the air out as you round up. How close can you get your forehead to your knee? Good. And then release. And you know what? That's it. Straighten out both legs to the floor. Take your arms overhead. And then let your arms come to your side. And we just invite you to close your eyes and stay here for a few minutes more. Listen to the music and just go right into a little mini Shavasana. Okay, so come back out of your Shavasana.
Let's bend our knees. And roll to the side. And press up.
I feel stretched out. Do you?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Do you feel stretched out? I hope you do. We should do a little more twists and do our... what should we do next?
Let's just bend the knees. Just bring the hands to... Do a little more spinal work. Lift
Good.
and inhale. Exhale and round. Inhale, lift. Some of the poses that we've done today, we've held them for a while, and let's move back to the flow. Inhale, lift up. Good, and exhale. And come up again. And exhale. Now back up, and let's change for a minute. On our mats, let's bring the knees under the hips. You're at home, using a blanket to cushion your knees is such a respectful thing to do for your body. All right, let's come on to all fours.
Especially as we, just in life and we may get injuries or as we age, it's just important to honor our bodies and not just take them for granted that they're going to be as supple and as flexible as when we were, in our teens and in our 20s. We have to...
And through our life, our practice should be modified for how our bodies are changing.
Yes.
Inhale, sway your back and lift your heart. Exhale, round, draw your abdomen in. Inhale, sway. Let the sway start. Let the wave start at your hips and go all the way through. Crown of your head. Exhale, draw the abdomen in. Start the wave of your spine and then tuck the chin. Inhale, sway your back. And exhale, round. And again, and sway. And exhale, round.
When you come to neutral, just let a neutral spine so you're not overarching or over swaying. And extend one leg back. Just pick one and extend it back. And what you do from here is just push back into those toes. Your toes are on the floor, you're pushing through the heel. Do you feel your calf? It just,
Absolutely,
ooh,
yes.
and a nice calf stretch here. Just, and your foot is down. You're just pushing through. And then move your weight forward over your hands and just let your leg come up. Lift it up. So the weight's out of the foot now, it's forward. Easier to get the leg up. And then just set your foot back down, change it so the knee comes to the blanket, and change sides. Do that again, push back through the heel. Yeah. Oh, I love that calf stretch. So much, sometimes people think that any kind of form of exercise needs to be, you need to sweat, it needs to be hard. And, you know, as I've just learned over the years, yoga is just such a wonderful way to practice preventive medicine and practice good health.
And
come forward.
Yoga is multifaceted. It's mind-body connection.
Mm-hmm.
So as we increase our awareness on the mat, we increase our mental focus, our ability to be present.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes if you come to the mat and all you can do is just one pose, good for you for doing that. All right. So you want to take this in a little bit and go into a little flow? Or?
No, let's come back up onto the knees. There is one pose that, one part of the legs that hamstring sequence doesn't address, and that's the hip flexors.
Good point.
And so let's do that now. At home, I want you to take your right leg forward. We're going to take our left leg as we're facing you. Take your right leg forward. Your heart lifts and your shoulders back, and then draw your hips forward. Now be mindful that your foot is forward and that your knee doesn't jut out over your toes.
Good.
But rather your knee comes over your ankle. Now in the hamstring sequence that we did, we affected the inner thigh, the outer thigh, and the hamstring on the back of the leg. In this position, we're affecting the front of the hip, which
Right
gets
here, yes.
all four sides of the hips.
Yeah. Good. So, and you again, take it to where it works for you. I mean, you and I have a lot of flexibility in our hips, and so some people they're going to be back here like that. Honor that. You know, we're not trying to show that you have to push yourself. You know, honor your journey. Let's come back. Let's change sides. I think we need to give him a little bit of time for a longer shavasana, don't you?
Yeah, that was just a teaser.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and when you increase the flexibility in your body, you're less likely for injury and for falling and for just having that movement, that range of movement. It's just better for you all around, keeping the blood circulating. Okay, let's come back. All right, so come join us. We're going to go into a short shavasana here, and I'll take the pose. How about if you talk them through it? You get I'll do you on the next
All right, good.
So I'm going to just lie down here. So you want to lie down comfortably. Go ahead, Brian.
All right, your breath is slow, even and easy in and out through the nose. We're going to use the breath for just another couple of minutes to release. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, consciously relax from your hips to your toes. Just let your legs release. You can wiggle them a little bit and then say, okay, I'm through with that. I'm letting those go. Good. Then draw the breath in, and as you exhale, release from your shoulders to your fingertips, and maybe wiggle your arms a little bit, and then let them go to, good. Now take another breath in gently, and exhale, release your head back to the floor of the mat, and then release down the spine to the hips, all the way down to the toes. Good. And another breath in. Just let your breath flow. You don't have to just suddenly draw a breath in. And then exhale. The crown of the head down to the fingertips and down to the toe tips. And when the body gets still, our mind may still be just rolling over all of the events of the day. And since yoga is not just about the physical body, it's also about our mind. We can allow our minds to relax, just like we allow our bodies to relax. So when you inhale, that's drawing in breath. It nourishes the body. When you exhale, you let out the tension from the body. But also allow your focus to change. Allow that you're focusing on the thoughts, just let it drift into stillness. It's like you're watching TV at night and you fall asleep. That's the same kind of thing in Shavasana. You just let your mind drift away from focus, letting your mind and your body enjoy the stillness of the practice. The stillness of our rest period at the end of our workout restores mind and body and soul. Breathe and release deeper with each breath.
VariYoga with Andrea is underwritten by the Arkansas Yoga Center. This eco-friendly facility will delight your senses and relax your body and mind. We offer classes in yoga, tai chi, meditation, and yoga teacher training. Our qualified instructors ensure that everyone is safe and comfortable at all class levels. Centrally located in Fayetteville next to Woodland Junior High. Visit us at the Arkansas Yoga Center to renew, refresh, and savor the stillness.